When we need to measure the current passing through the load, we need to measure direct current. So, how to measure direct current? We need to use the DC current range of multimeter to measure when we are repairing or check whether a certain circuit is normal. We usually use the DC voltage range to measure. Check the multimeter's quality. Place the multimeter flat and see if the pointer is on the zero scale line. If it's not on the zero scale, we need to adjust it mechanically. Second, insert the red and black probes into the corresponding holes. The black probe is connected to the COM port. The red probe is connected to the positive pole. Third, check if the multimeter has a test certificate. Fourth check is done. Now we start to measure the size of the DC current. When we are not sure about the current size, treat it as an unknown current. Use the largest range for DC current measurement. The current flows from the positive pole of the power supply through the load, and then back to the negative pole of the power supply. The resistor in series here simulates a load. The current in the circuit must flow through the load before returning to the negative pole. If the current in the circuit does not pass through the load and directly flows back to the negative pole, it's equivalent to a short circuit. A short circuit in the circuit is easy to cause a fire. Turn the multimeter changeover switch, set to the 500 milliampere range. Connect the multimeter in series to the circuit for measurement. Here the current starts from the positive pole of the 9-volt battery, and then to the load, and then from the load to the red probe of the multimeter, and flows out from the black probe of the multimeter, and flows to the negative pole of the 9-volt battery. Don't reverse the connection. Reverse connection will damage the multimeter. When reading the scale, look at the second row. The pointer turns less than 5 scales, so the range is too large. We need to reduce the range. When reducing the range, the circuit needs to be disconnected. Don't change the range with power on. Now it's rotated 40 scales. The measured current is equal to 50 milliamperes. Divided by 50 multiplied by 40, which is 40 milliamperes. Measurement is done. Turn the multimeter changeover, switch back to the off position. Note 1. When measuring direct current, you can't hold both probes with both hands. You must operate with one hand. If you hold both probes with both hands, the measured reading will be different from the actual voltage, resulting in errors. Second, do not rotate the changeover switch with power on. Otherwise it will cause the multimeter to be damaged or cause electric shock. Third, when measuring DC current, the ammeter must be connected in series to the circuit. The circuit cannot be short-circuited, and there must be a load. Fourthly, when measuring DC current, the red and black probes are not allowed to be reversed. Red probe is connected to the positive and black probe to the negative pole. Fifth, when choosing the range, it is best to make the measured value close to the range. The reading is more accurate. Sixth, once the pointer is at full-scale deflection, stop the measurement immediately. Use a larger range for measurement. If you don't stop the measurement, it will make the pointer at full-scale deflection and damage the instrument. In this class, we learned to use a multimeter to measure direct current and the precautions during measurement. That's all for this lesson. Thanks for watching.